Good morning, welcome to my channel. My name is Sherry. I do a daily general reading for whoever's watching and whoever's supposed to be hearing this message. So if you're drawn to this video, have trust and faith that this message is for you. If the reading resonates with you, please give the video a thumbs up, and if you like the content I create, feel free to subscribe. So I feel like today I kind of need to put out a bit of a disclaimer in that you may not like this message. You may get angry and turn this video off before you hear what you're supposed to hear. So do your best if you can to stick around. I feel like there's an energy of someone doing way too much. It's an overkill, and you're carrying a lot of baggage with you, and you're carrying a lot of anger with you, and a lot of stress, a lot of anger. I feel a lot of anger. And when I pulled these cards out, I thought there was only one card, but hidden behind it was the Chariot, which is the first card that I technically pulled in this reading. The Chariot is control, willpower, victory, assertion, determination, but it's hidden. So it feels like you really have your defenses up. It feels like you've been hurt, and you are extremely vulnerable, and because of that you're kind of like a wounded animal, and you're aggressive, and you have a really big bark, but also a really good bite, and you're not someone to be messed with, that's for sure. But it just feels like you're not happy. You're angry. You're not happy. You're not living up to your full potential, I suppose. That doesn't mean to say that you're living a bad life. It's just you could be so much more, and you are diminishing your light by focusing on the past. It's you're living in the past. You're living in a time when you were unable to help yourself, and you needed to create this tougher character. And not only just you needed to create, it just happens because of the things that you saw and the things you've been through. It has toughened you up, that's for sure. And while those things are not, while they're traumatic and all of that, you are a stronger person for it. The problem is that right now you're feeling vulnerable, and it's putting you into a place of over-dependency on, it's like you're fighting too much. You're not picking your battles, you're fighting everything. You've got some maybe issues with alcohol or drugs. You've kind of given up, it feels like, a little bit. You've given up the fight in that you kind of are accepting this angry version of yourself as you. as the real you. There is the opportunity, see the Knight of Pentacles is here and the Two of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is eventual positive outcome by forming a routine or becoming more efficient in your day, by starting small and building upon it and being consistent. So doing something every day. And you can start doing something, you know, as small as 1 minute a day, but do it every single day at the same time. And starting small is ideal because you can sit, most people, I think, can find 1 minute in a day where they can sit and close their eyes and just breathe and try to focus on their breathing. If you can find the time in your day, every single day at the same time for 1 minute, it becomes a minute that you look forward to. And I'm getting weirdly emotional, but it's soothing. It's like something that's secure. It's something that you can look forward to every day. And as long as you do it for yourself, it happens. And so every time it happens, give yourself a pat on the back, you know, good choice. I made a good decision today, you know, like for real. And for real, pat yourself on the back. I don't know. I've occasionally hugged myself too. It feels good. If no one else is going to do it, I'm going to do it. So the Knight of Pentacles, right, eventual positive outcome by building on this routine. The Two of Pentacles, balance, adaptability, time management, prioritization. So prioritizing time with yourself, time for yourself. Be that consistent, secure mountain that you're wanting someone else to be. Be that for yourself. Again, it seems so silly because it's 1 minute out of every 24 hours that you're giving to yourself, but you build on that 1 minute, and like I said, you look forward to it. It's as long as you, well, I don't see, maybe you hate it, I don't know, but I implore you to try to stick it out 1 minute every day. Okay, I'm going to stop now. So the Four of Cups in reverse, boredom, missed opportunity, and being aloof. So don't, this message that you're getting to be consistent and give yourself that security, don't poo-poo that advice, that message, because that message comes from the divine. It's right here. There's this outpouring of love from the divine to you, and all you have to do is open your eyes, stand up, and take action for 1 minute a day. The Two of Swords, indecision, choices, truth, stalemate, blocked emotions. And the Queen of Cups is very emotional. The Queen of Cups, however, looks calm and compassionate. She's intuitive. So there's a side of you that definitely knows, look, this is the partnership. This is like an internal twin flame kind of situation. This is you finding balance within yourself and coming to an acceptance of who you are. Like, this is the partnership, you know, and each goes off in its own way and meet up at the same spot at the end, but you have to get there, you know, a certain one has to go this way and one has to go this way because that's their path. So the Queen of Cups here, this is like your alter ego right now, but this is actually your true self. And this queen is kind, and this queen is gentle. And this feminine, divine feminine, is trying to balance everything, trying to balance with this Empress in reverse. Someone who is taking on too much and then making people feel bad for it, or not getting the response. So you're not doing it for the sake of doing it, you're doing it for the response, the attention, the emotional gratification. It's not a bad thing. Don't feel bad about that. It's a defense mechanism. It's because how much you've been hurt, and it's just how you've dealt with stuff, and whatever, it's all good, and it's not going to change overnight, and it's a part of you, and it's not, you can't say that you're bad. I mean, this angry part of you is your pit bull, right? This is your protective side, but you've also got this loving, intuitive, gentle, calm side. Just remember that you're not this angry person all the time, but that is a part of you. I mean, we can all be angry, can't we? We're human. We have different emotions. That's just how your defenses show up. Mine, I withdraw, and I don't say anything to anybody, and I withdraw, and that's my defense mechanism. Roll into a ball and just roll away, hope nobody sees me. I'm invisible. And that's what I have to work with, right? So I'm trying to be a little more assertive, whereas you're trying to maybe be a little gentler, a little take a breath before you act kind of thing. That's sort of direction. The Ace of Cups in reverse, again, more blocked emotions. Oh, because you want to turn me off, don't you? You want to shut this video off. Please don't. I think this is valuable. The Strength card in reverse. You doubt yourself. You've got out of your routine. There's a lack of self-discipline here. You've kind of lost the motivation to be disciplined. I mean, life has changed right now, and some people are locked down. Some people are locked in their houses. That's my rabbit eating a box. Oh my gosh. Okay. People are locked down. People are unhappy. There's a lot of stress in the air, a lot of static. Okay, so there's a lot of static in the air. The Queen of Wands comes up as well, who is also a warm, cheerful woman, feminine energy, but someone who is also determined and someone who is creative. And this is the side of you that will take action on these small things that are going to get you through, these small rituals that are going to help you through this time of healing and introspect. The Eight of Wands, speed, action, movement. Right after the Queen of Wands. So go with that. Focus on the side of you that takes action. You don't, I feel like you're uncomfortable with emotions. You're uncomfortable with love and blah, that's, you know, you're uncomfortable with that. So I feel like you're a little bit tougher. So take action. Put your energy into, like, put your anger somewhere else. Make it the fuel for jump-starting your life into the direction that you want to go in. Your life is in your command, your hands. It's in your command. It's in your control. Yeah, there's always going to be outside influences and different things. You do the best you can with what you have, right? But you can still work to do the best for you, regardless of your situation. Justice in reverse, unfairness, lack of accountability, dishonesty. You have an unhappy home life right now. 10 of Cups in reverse, broken home or marriage, misalignment of values. Okay, so maybe you're having marital difficulties, or you just went through a divorce, or you're in a separation right now and you thought that it was going to be wonderful. You were very disheartened by this divorce or whatever, this falling out. It's left you, like I say, there's some addiction here. There's, you know, you've lost the willpower to move on. There's a Tower card here. Disaster, upheaval, sudden change, revelation, destruction of something built on false beliefs. So maybe this relationship that you had, maybe you had very high expectations, or all of the relationships you've been in, you've had very high expectations, but you're consistently disappointed. And this last relationship just kind of was the straw that broke the camel's back, and you started drinking, and that affected your health, and it affected your mental position, in that you went into a depressive, angry time period. And it's sad. It feels sad. It feels like you were lonely and sad, and, you know, like you spent a lot of time crying and sitting in the dark drinking. Your world was turned upside down. But now I feel like the Four of Swords shows up. The Four of Swords is rest and recovery following strain, contemplation, passivity, recuperation, relaxation, and rest. Take care of yourself. The Knight of Swords, quick-minded, serious young man, swift movement. Right now, so that's okay. So your angels and your ancestors, they want you to start this ritual right now, today, when you turn this video off, if you've got this far. Turn it off, set your timer for 1 minute, and listen to your breathing. Close your eyes, listen to your breathing. That's all. That's it. 1 minute. Highly, highly encouraged to do that. The Ace of Swords in reverse. Your emotions are still chaotic. It feels like you haven't gone through any of the pain, I don't blame you, of what you experienced with this relationship. There's a lot of pain, and it's something that, in order to feel better, and you know this, You definitely know this, and you know that you need to, by being gentle, you need to get tough with being gentle with yourself. Basically, stop being hard on yourself. You're putting this huge weight on yourself. You blame this relationship, the turmoil, or the breakup. You blame yourself, and you're taking responsibility for the whole thing. You need to forgive yourself. The judgment call comes up. Judgment, rebirth, inner calling, absolution, renewal, revival. Hopefully, while you are practicing your ritual, your new ritual of breathing for 1 minute, focusing on your breathing for 1 minute every day. Hopefully, while you're doing that, you will reflect on this situation, this relationship, and be gentle with yourself and forgive yourself for things that maybe you wish you hadn't done. The Nine of Cups here comes up, and that is the wishes fulfilled card. Comfort, happiness, satisfaction, emotional and material fulfillment. So by being gentler with yourself, you'll reach a point where there's balance. And this reading is all about balance, I feel, and balance within yourself. The twin flame dynamic within yourself. It's time to start challenging yourself to raise your light, to increase your light. You're so worth it, and so is being happy and building on the foundation, which is you. It's a great platform from which to leap from when you take your leap of faith. And all your angels, all your ancestors want you to do is to take the leap of faith and give yourself, don't give them anything, give yourself 1 minute a day. Give yourself the gift of consistency and stability. And self-care. It's just something you need to do. They want you to do this. The apple comes up. The apple represents generosity. I grow in orchards and gardens across the world. I bear delicious fruit, and my spring blossom cheers you. On hot days, my leafy branches cool you if you sit beneath them. I share my bounty with you. The apple is one of the most easily recognized trees. It symbolized fertility in ancient Greece and other civilizations. One of its best known associations is with Adam and Eve, who, according to the Bible, were banished from the Garden of Eden after eating fruit from the tree of knowledge. Although the original Hebrew did not mention the fruit by name, it was later described as an apple. This may be because apples were a vital source of food for many people. Apples have several medicinal qualities, including reducing blood pressure and treating heart problems. So this card, the message is, bless others with a full and open heart, not only when you feel affectionate toward them, but also when they annoy you. Let your actions reveal your sense of generosity, whether it is material, spiritual, or emotional. So you're being guided to not only be gentle, more loving towards others, but to also be more loving towards yourself. This whole reading, I feel, is the internal struggle that you're feeling between being feeling like a bad person, and just knowing that, but you're not. It's like, but I'm not. Yes, you are, but I'm not. That's, you know, this internal struggle. Well, just know that you're not. You're not a bad person. And you're also not you're not crazy. This is, at least this is something similar to what I went through. It's a struggle for sure, and you just have some healing to. You have a date with yourself. Try to feel the sense of devotion, loyalty towards yourself. Put yourself first. Give yourself 1 minute a day. All right, I hope that you do that. Go do it right now. Have an amazing day, you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Keep breathing. I love you. Namaste.